Welcome back to the bar, folks. Doors are open. The old man's cantina is ready for business. As always, your host here, Old Man Logan 76, the old man's cantina. And with me, as always, is the immortal Kane. What is going on, man? How are things going in your end of the universe?
Uh, Not too bad. Uh, dealing with some stomach issues.
Yeah, you've been feeling a little under the weather. So, folks, for all of you that have chimed in, it's actually we're going old school this evening. It's just me, Kane, and I. We don't. Bob may chime in later, but it's just the two of us. And wow, Kane, we didn't get a tune release. Like we don't.
This time,
I know we actually get to stick to our regular plan on what we want to talk about. So
well, just so everybody knows, normally you'll see me and old man with a drink. Right now, he's got his, I've got mine, but I'm not even gonna attempt to lie to you guys. I am not drinking tonight. I am actually sipping on some ginger ale.
I am not gonna lie to you guys. I am drinking because yeah, there it is. It's what I do.
I just put it in the hidden goblet.
I love scotch. It's not really scotch.
Scotch,
No,
scotch,
nobody would drink
scotch.
scotch out of a plastic cup. So we got a lot, even though we didn't have a character to go over. There's a lot going on in the game. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of very sour people. There's some, I wouldn't say controversy, but what do you think? Anger, angst. They're very vexed
Oh,
generally.
there is a
Uh,
vast majority of people that are pissed right now.
indeed, indeed. But I don't want the show to be a downer. So before we get to that, I thought it would be appropriate because there is some shit I have to wade through. Um, I wanted to start tonight's show off with a positive, which was everyone knows Kane has not been playing this game for very long. I believe the past 4 days of double drops was the first double drop kind of event you really got to experience, yes?
Yes, first double drop where it actually gave me mod, light, and dark.
All right. So again, so this was your first experience with everything double dropped. You had crystals to spend and you were able to get more stuff. So let's start with that tonight. You go first. How was your double drops? What did you focus on? What did you get? Did you upgrade anything that you're happy with? And how did 4 days of double drops expand your roster?
So before I can officially get into this, I'm actually bringing up my Swigo right now
I think
because
I think you should.
I am going to I'm gonna show it. Because I think I did pretty fucking good for double drops, even though the last 2.5 days of double drops, 2 times 0 is fucking 0.
This is true.
But no, I honestly think that I did pretty good. So Bob is actually not with us tonight, TK. He is. He was invited to another show. They've been trying to get him on as a guest for a while, and tonight was the only night that he was free, and they moved their show to have him on. So that's where Bob's at. He may chime in later, he may not. I
He
don't
may.
know
May.
if this is going to pop
I
up.
was gonna say, is your game working?
There we go. Now it's popping up. It's always fucking something. Excuse me, everybody.
How many crystals a day were you dropping for your double drops?
I was dropping everything up to uh, uh, day one. I dropped everything up to uh, I dropped everything up to 200.
Okay.
Day two, I was going to do the same thing, but after I refreshed all the 50s, I got really pissed off because I wasn't getting shit. So I
So
only
you had a lot like my first day that I messaged you and bitched at you about. My first day was dreadful. Oh my god. I was like, this is double drops? What the fuck? I was not pleased.
I don't blame you. Like I feel like I got screwed. I feel like I got screwed after the first day.
There
But
was there was one day, that first day when I woke up and double drops hit, and we'll get into mine first. I want you to go over yours. Is your thing about to boot up?
yeah, it's loading now.
Okay.
It's loading now. I didn't
Because I
get.
want I want everybody to see where you're at with your GP, what you were able to progress with double drops, because it doesn't happen that often, but when it does happen, like it needs to be exploited and taken advantage of to the utmost extreme.
Oh yeah, it should be coming up any minute.
I know you did some work on your Inquisitors. I know you fucked with the Inquisitors.
All right. So what I did, what I was able to do. Let's go ahead and go check out the roster real quick. So it's not a secret. Everybody knows that I'm farming my Inquisitors and I'm farming Starkiller.
He's doing both.
I know
Uh,
if you're not farming one and you're not farming anything.
he's a
So
glutton. He's a glutton for fucking punishment, isn't it,
before
people?
before double drops, I did not have a single Inquisitor 7-star before double drops. Most of this was done on day one. I have two Inquisitors 7-starred. Second sister is two pieces of gear away, and when I say two pieces of gear, I literally mean two pieces of gear. So this I need to get both of these.
Those pieces are a bitch, aren't they?
Yeah, they can be. Yes, sir. And then I know that most people are going to think that it's Kairos that I'm waiting on. My Kairos are done. I'm farming these.
Yeah, those goddamn, yep, those furnaces. Yeah,
Those
they can
those
be a
finish. These
yep.
those two pieces of gear finish, and second sister is relic zero. Like she is done. Now, fifth brother, when double drop started, I only had 5 stars. I took him to 7. Seventh sister was just hit 5 stars, and I got her almost to 6. Eighth brother was 5 stars. Ninth sister was 5 stars.
Dude, you're actually in decent shape for your GP where your Inquisitors are. Like, damn, that is pretty good.
And like like Jack was saying on our last episode, like we're 6 months out from Reba, and I'm hoping that I can finish these assholes so that I can
What's
actually
hold
contribute.
on, I had to lean in. What's the number on third sister?
108.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
No shit, dude. You're at 108?
yeah, we're getting 22 shards per TB.
See, that's
But
That's good stuff.
But once
That's,
again, I'm not done yet because
oh no,
I'm
you mean
also working
there's
on
more.
Star Killer.
All right. So what Star Killer progress did you
So Kyle Katarn was the only seven star that I had for Star Killer. Mara Jade was Mara Jade was 5 star. She was like maybe 5 shards from
Yeah,
6 star.
Didn't we give you shit a week or two ago about your Mara Jade? Like you really need to get that going.
Yeah, I needed to hurry up and just finish her. So Mara Jade, I need 30 shards and she's done.
Oh,
My dash was 5 stars and he was like 12 shards into it. And now I'm 28 shards from 7 starring dash. So double drops have really helped me out.
yeah, I would say they did. Like your Mara's that close, your Dash is that close, your Inquisitors are in that good a shape. Um, now it's gear. Like
Yeah.
so, would you say that for double drops you primarily focused on shards, not so much gear?
Uh yes. I
Route
really wanted to 7 star them because I can gear them relatively quick.
plus seven star. I mean, honestly, go back to your Inquisitors. Because even where you're at 5.3 million, you've got second sister already at that gear level. You got fifth brother. Um, I would have liked to have seen you gotten ninth sister at 7 because that is a very reliable tank.
Oh, I mean, once again, though, you got to remember, once I finish all of them, I have to take all of them to at least Relic 5.
Well, yeah. Although don't put at least for now, don't put second sister past relic 5.
Well, yeah, it won't let me check on this one. Let me
But
get it.
you're looking at a potential another team you can use in your GAC.
Yes.
Even a fifth
So,
brother seed will do something.
just for shits and giggles, that is my Relic material.
Your head is completely in the way.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
Your signal data though, what is that for the Oh,
One
okay.
third. So 113 for signal data, 67 for this signal data, 106 for the like first piece of shit gear thingies, 114 for bronzium wiring, and then 36 of 40 of this. So I mean, I made out like a bandit for double drops.
All right. So that's where you landed for double drops.
Yeah, and that was maybe a day and a half worth of actual double drops. Everything else, 2 times 0 is fucking 0.
Indeed.
Sons of bitches. I was doing good until somebody said it. When somebody said it in Discord, I was done after that. RNG found out.
So keep your screen up so I can kind of give reference if I have to ask real quick because
Yeah.
my computer's shit and I can't share the screen. I'm getting a new computer at some point, folks, so I can actually do the same thing Kane's doing. But with double drops, I felt like I was in a good position tune wise. Um, I did spend a little bit of time working on the Tuscan Warrior because it was a Cantina drop, and I finished the Tuscan Warrior and put him to 7. Tuscan Chieftain is 55 of 100. Um, my other 3 Tuscans are now in relics. Right now, I'm actually for the first time, I can actually say I'm facing a Zeta crunch. Um, they've been putting out so many tunes lately that Zetas are slightly becoming a problem. I mean, I'm 17 shards away from Riva, her third sister, and she needs 3. But with double drops, I worked on signal data. I did give the Omicron to Leia because I had heard that there was something wrong with it, and CG did a fix. So I got 10 back for spending it. So I did that. Um, I put Skiffguard Lando to Relic 8. That way I can go for the highest reward box for the new raid. And wouldn't believe me, we'll be talking about the raid here momentarily. But I wanted to bring.
TK has a question for you.
Oh shit! What's he got?
Are you glad that you relic Jawas over Tuskens? Which I mean, I wouldn't even like stop you to ask that. But since we are going to be going into the raid stuff, that is a legit question.
In a way, I think I kind of am, because the thing about the Jawas and putting them at the gear level necessary to put relics on them required so little chirotech, where the Tuskens have been a completely different animal in terms of gearing. So the fact that I have the Jawas all at Relic 4 and can hit a difficulty bracket within the raid that is suitable to how they operate, changing mods around and all that shit, it actually only increases my score, because I can max out the easiest difficulty level with my Tuskens right now. So at least my Tuskens are contributing. So I feel like in the long run, going for the Jawas first was better for me, because I mean I'm still farming some of the shards for the Tuskens. So why not use the relic material right now and get another team ready for the raid? So yeah, I stand by Kane's decision to tell me to put my Jawas relic first,
Well,
because
I
he's
mean,
the one who told me to do that. I blame him, and it worked out. So there you go, Kane.
you know, at the same time, I mean, if you go off of the dissertation for the raid and you look at all of this, you know, abilities and shit that Jawas were supposed to get for the raid, right? Jawas seem like a well-rounded team for the raid. They really did.
Well, I feel like we also, well, I mean, well, let's hold off on this yet. We're getting to that. Let me finish what I did for double drop. So I did work on the Tuskens. I put Skiffguard Lando to Relic 8. So now my entire Hut Cartel team is now either Relic 8 or above. So I can do the last tier of difficulty on that. Everything else got saved. I did nothing but signal data, gear, and relic material, because I am 17 shards away from third sister, and I'm not bringing her to relic 9 out of the gate. I'm bringing her to relic 8. I After really giving it some thought, I don't know if bringing Riva third sister to relic 9 is really the right choice, with the new capital ship coming pretty soon and the difficulty of getting tunes to Relic 9. I think Darth Revan might be the tune that I want to hold on to that ship for.
Fair.
And I've seen quite a few in GAC, TW. Rivas have been Relic 8 and work. So I don't know if Relic 9 is. I mean, yeah, you're getting a shitload of extra protection, but I mean, I just don't know if that's the proper choice for me to put a Relic 9 at the moment. So everything went to her. So you know those pieces that you were talking about that you had numbers on for the relic material?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What are you doing? A mission?
I'm just no. There. This is the event that the one where you got to go and get the fucking Wampa shards. I don't need any of the shards, but I want the crystals. I got to run it twice, and like I said, with work, I don't have a lot of time to run it, so I figured I'd go ahead and run it and
So
get my quick 100 crystals.
so the first piece that you would get for relic material, the carbonite circuit board, I'm
Yes.
sitting on 571 of them. Bronzium wiring, I'm sitting on 461. The chromium transistors, I'm sitting on 338. The rhodium heat sinks, I'm sitting on 140. Electrium conductors, I'm sitting on 91. I think the Zimbital cards, I'm sitting on a little bit over 50.
Didn't.
Impulse detectors, I'm sitting over 60. So I basically spent almost all the time on double drops refilling my areas for relics. That's what I did.
That is just wow. You're an overachiever.
Well, again, as a you're free to play. For me, I'm a spender. I dropped a vault. I refreshed all the way until it got to, because I mean, when you buy a vault for 4 days double drops, you can almost max everything. So I refreshed until I hit 400
Fair.
on everything. Mods, Cantina, energy, like literally everything. And when it hit 400, I stopped.
Fair.
So that's how I handle double. As a spender, that's how I handle double drops. Every time double drops hits, I buy a vault and I just max everything out because I feel like once it hits 400, it's not worth it anymore.
Fair. Like I get that. I mean, if I was a spender, that's what that's what I would do.
So I think for now, I'm gonna put third sister to relic 8. I've got her 3 zetas. I have 2 omicrons I can put on her, and I'm gonna see how that works. Anything I've collected after that will immediately go into Tuscans for the raid. And speaking of the raid,
Well, do you want to go negative and go into the raid, or do you want to keep it positive and go into GAC real quick?
now let's do the raid because I don't think the I'm gonna surprise some people. And you know what? I don't think everything on the raid was negative. I really don't. I really don't. I think there's been some things looked over on this raid. I don't think it's all negative. I think there's a lot of good here. I think whoever came up with the reward system is out of touch with the player base and what the real gear economy is. I'm gonna throw that hot take out of there and say whoever came up with so let's address that first. Let's actually start there. Kane, what did you think? Did you get a chance to play the raid?
Oh yeah, I've got my stats pulled up.
Okay. What do you think of how did it run? What did you think of it graphically? What did you think of the like let's do a deep dive. What did you think of the game mechanics? What like as an overall new mode of something that they invested a lot of time in to develop. Okay, let's put the reward shit aside for right now. How do you feel about this from a gaming aspect?
So from a gaming aspect, the graphics were really good. I thought they actually pushed the threshold for graphics on a
Yeah,
mobile.
the dragon looks great.
Yeah, it does. It really really does. Now I didn't really run into too many glitchings and things like that. I did, however, and I mean, I may have read it wrong. I may have read it wrong whenever I was going through that the bombs, like what the bombs do, you know.
Oh, the planet explosives, yeah, dude, those are important.
So like I said, I may have read it wrong, like what they do, you know.
It does depend on the faction.
Because see, here it doesn't give you any information whatsoever about the planet explosives. All it does is say plant 2 bundles of explosives around a krayt dragon. So, to my knowledge, whenever we went over the raid kit, if the krayt dragon went underground, you could blow these bombs up and it'll bring the krayt dragon back up.
Yeah, but every time you plant a new explosive, it has 5 stacks.
Yeah, but as long as you're multi hitting with like bounty hunters or
Well,
old
no,
old Republic, you're taking stacks off of those.
with Hut Cartel, you destroy it upon shooting it, and you dispel all buffs on you.
Yes. So, but mine was not bringing the dragon up. Like it would, but like I had a few of them where I detonated 2 different bombs and the fucker stayed underground. And to, like I said, to my knowledge, those were supposed to bring the dragon back up.
I think it depends on the amount of damage and the difficulty level you're on. There are some instances where you have to and I think dependent on faction, you really have to detonate all 3.
I also didn't like the fact that when the dragon's underground, even though you're still dealing damage to it,
It doesn't record.
it does not record it. I didn't
And
agree to that.
And I think that's where the mechanics of the raid and timing the plant explosives and especially the faction you're running, that all of that it is taken into account.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the mechanic of the raid to be successful on it, is to time that right, where your explosives are set, like even 3 of them, and rigged to go when that thing burrows.
Yes. Now,
I have noticed, like, lower leveled teams, you do more damage to it when it's burrowed and knock off the stacks. I think it's defiance, and then
yeah.
you knock those off, and then it reemerges. You just want to make sure you do that, because if you don't, it pops out of the ground and stuns you, and it sucks, and it's just leads to a bad run.
Yes. Now, I will say the fire ballistas. The fire ballistas are on point. That ability is hands down like one of the best mechanics that I've seen in any type of raid for a while.
Dude, that ability for Tuskens is clutch.
Oh no, dude, Old Republic. Old Republic, every time that I've ran it with the Old Republic, I've maxed my damage.
Well, no, Old Republic is good. I'm saying for Tuskens, the cooldown percentage is increased astronomically.
Oh
Like you
yeah.
can shoot
Oh
that
yeah.
thing almost every other turn.
Now, with that being said, like when I ran it with Old Republic, I want to say that my krayt dragon never reached more than 10 stacks of defiance at any time.
So
I was
you're doing well with your Old Republic squad?
Oh yeah, dude, Jedi Knight Revan. Jedi Knight Revan, man, and I fucked that dragon up. Because I mean, it's like I've already gotten the mechanics down to where as soon as he eats somebody, I know how to get them out.
That's very key as well.
I know
You
how to
gotta,
get I know how to
yep.
get them out. Whenever it burrows, I've been able to deal enough damage significantly quick to get it to come back up, so I'm not taking a massive AOE.
How much damage are you doing at the end of each raid?
With Old Republic, I'm maxing it at 300k.
All right.
But I don't have everybody at gear 12 for my Old Republic, so I wasn't able to go to level 1.
What box is your guild pulling?
I think this time we pulled T102. Like we were told to go in and kind of get to know it, have fun with it a little bit, and just pull as much as we possibly could.
That's yeah.
So
Yeah.
I ran it like the first time around. We ran like we were told, hey, it's new, we're still learning. Get in there and mix it up. Fuck this crate dragon up. That's what we were told. No
And
consequences, no repercussions.
and for somebody like you that's at, 5 point something million, definitely mid game. I mean, you have to love the fact that there's difficulty tiers. Like you actually get to
Yes,
interact with this event and actually play with it.
yes. Now, with that being said, as you can see, I ranked 46th in my guild out of 50. Now, I'm not happy about that.
You put forth your best effort though.
Exactly. I'm not happy about that. And I even discarded and retried my uh my bounty hunters because my bounty hunters are right there like next to Old Republic. Those are my two main damage dealers. I want to say I got like 246,000 damage with my bounty hunters, and I discarded and kept going back trying to beat it. And like that was my max with my bounty hunters. But Old Republic 300 first time go. Like there's no reason for me not to submit that. That was my max.
Oh, dude, the first couple of days, I don't think I actually submitted a score until the second day
I
because
get that.
I was just trying shit out, and I also waited a little bit for other content creators to put something out that I can go, oh no shit, okay, that works.
Now I'll now another bitch that I have that is kind of a good thing on the side. So we did the first crate dragon and ran it for the 3 days. As soon as it was over, we said fuck it and we ran it again. The next day is when CG put out the information that hey, don't start the fucking crate dragon raid. We're gonna update it on Wednesday. If you start it prior, you're still locked into the shit rewards.
Yeah. All right.
So
So
I'm thinking that we may run this again after the update because I mean our results are finalizing right now, and we're in territory wars.
and no, I did. I wanted to hit on that. So we like the mechanics. The mechanics for the raid, I think, are really good. I think they put a lot of thought into it. Um, the difficulty tiers, I think, are outstanding. It gives everybody at every different aspects of the game an opportunity to at least try it, depending on what their guild wants to do. I love the fact that if you don't like your run, you can discard and restart. I think that is the best move they did
Oh,
in
absolutely.
in this in this whole thing, to be honest.
Absolutely, because everybody has a mod that they run for raids, like a mod set that they'll run
Yeah.
for raids. And like if you forget to fucking put it on, you have a redo. Like you can discard and exit. It won't burn your tunes and it won't burn your chance.
Or you get a case of the worst RNG known to man, and you can go, nope, restart. I'm trying this again.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Look, that guy. That guy.
RNG will let me get my tunes fast as shit, but I couldn't hit water if I fell out of a fucking boat.
Ah. So overall, Kane, I think you and I are in agreement that this was to like for I'm gonna definitely speak for me. I think this was a home run. I thought this was a great raid. I love the mechanics. I think it's fun. It's refreshing. It's different. Um, before we get into the real, so there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we hit the good. Let's hit the bad. How do you feel where you're at with the teams that are required for this raid? I mean, a lot of people, I would say, where you're at have some Old Republic. You may have a few Mandos here and there. Jawas, probably not. Mandos, I mean, you don't have them all yet. Jabba, that's a ways off. That's not something you focused on. Is is this raid going to influence your farming in the future?
It's possible. It's possible. One sec, Ace. You might not be able to find water falling out of a boat, but man, you sure can part the sea of crappy mod rolls like Speed Roll Moses.
Well, motherfucker right here has had some of the luckiest, he was pointing to himself about bad RNG, but you stick him in a room with some micro attenuators and the fucker hits the lottery.
um, it has affected my farming after I'm done with Star Killer and my Inquisitors.
It's affected mine. I was
I,
not sold on the Tuscans. I said that on this show
yeah.
several times. I was not sold on the Tuscans, and now the Tuscans are highlighted. They are getting done. They are getting done, and they are all getting relicked.
So, I would ace, but like I can go to gear 12 right now on Zalbar. And it looks like I can go to gear 12 on this fucker. But
Oh, love Carthonasi. Although he whined too
that's
much.
my old Republic crew right there. Like that is my old Republic crew that I run in the Great Raid.
Carth seems bothered. Do you want to talk to him?
Nope, he'll shoot a motherfucker. uh, no, it has definitely affected my farm. When I finish my Star Killer and I finish my Inquisitors, I am 100% committed, and I'm going for Jabba.
All right. So we covered the good, we covered the bad. Now we need to kind of visit the ugly. Now I don't like to be overly negative on this show. I'm not a CG apologist by any sense of the imagination. Do I think they did really good on this event? Absolutely. Do I think
Liar.
enough attention has been paid and given, give credit where credit is due for CG putting out in my opinion, an interesting raid, something that's different, something for people to work for? Yeah, I think they do. They did. But eh, they did say in the initial post that the rewards would be equal or better. And I think the first thing I want to say is whoever was in charge of the rewards for this raid is really out of touch with how this game operates. Like literally, like you have no clue about gear economy. Like
I mean,
Lord, it was
Nar just said it best. On a whole, the changes made to raids is a huge fail.
yeah. Well, we're gonna get into the changes because I brought up the post that they
Now the changes from the update or the changes originally.
yeah, like the initial changes. I mean, now I did say the last episode that I was going to reserve any judgment till we had some time. Well, we've had some time. We've done one of these raids, and yeah, the reward structure needs a bit of a kick in the ass, in my opinion. Now, there are a couple of things I wanted to bring up that I did like. Kane, can you, and this kind of is going to hit in on our overpriced beer and hot wings. Can you go to the store where you can spend this guild currency so we can look at some of the numbers?
Oh,
Because there are a few
absolutely.
things in here that I want to make a comment on that are just out fucking outrageous.
Yeah,
No, not that one. Oh, you just bought that. Okay.
I'm
Like,
fucking
what the
5
fuck
away
are you
from my
doing?
cat.
Okay, no, I got you there.
I seen it and I was like, piece candy.
All right, so you're maxed for those three. That's outstanding. So,
Oh, there's not a single character that they can offer me in this one that I don't have.
all right, so go ahead, scroll down. Keep going. Some of this is not completely unreasonable. It's there. They do need to fix this shop because it's just too much to scroll through to find the shit you're looking for. I believe they did mention that in the update.
They did. They did.
Because this is outrageous. It's way too much to sift through. Some of that is not bad. All right. Yeah, some interesting gear in there. The prices aren't terrible. And here's
Oh,
the other
they're
thing that
not.
I think should be considered. When we did past raids, you would get currency to buy gear, but you were also given a lot of gear, and sometimes that's gear you weren't wanted. You didn't want. So now you're getting three different types of currency to buy more gear, but gear that you need. Ah, there. Stop. Look at that shit.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the price tags.
For fucking 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, they fucking go up to 12 and
Yeah.
1300.
The bronzium wiring, the chromium transistors, and the carbonite circuit boards, that, like, I think it's laughable they even put that in there.
I'm just saying. So for 3 of these, and I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna do this real quick. For 3
No,
of these, 3 bronzium wiring.
there is specific gear you can farm to get those that is
3 bronzium wiring. That's how much they expect you to pay. 1350.
yep, go all the way down.
Those right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, those
So
are worth their weight in gold.
one of them.
No, do 10.
10, and you're already there. 10 of these.
Yeah.
10. And look, I can go find these. 2 for 8 energy. 2
And
for
that's the
8
thing.
energy.
And I think that's hysterical because you haven't even been playing this game for that long and you already know this.
Yeah.
So why that kind of shit is even in the store, that's just more nonsense for us to sift through as we look for the shit we actually need. That's literally ridiculous.
What upsets me about this is, like, all right, so as you can see, this guild currency here, that it's got, well, not these, but these. Like, I've got a significant amount. I've got 184,000 of this currency. Now, the new currency,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not really there yet. But with that being said, I mean, I did I did spend a little bit. That mainly because I'm just trying to knock out the fucking gear, and I have nothing else to fucking spend it on.
Well, there's that.
But like right here, the Carbantes. If I needed Carbantes, I used to be able to get these with this.
Dude, you're sitting on 501. Oh no, those aren't the Mark IIIs.
No, these are the Mark Sixes. But I'm just saying, like I used to be able to come in here and get this shit.
There are some deals on some gear though. Keep like this relic material shit. That is a slap in the face. That is all terrible. All of that. All of
So
that is absolutely
you
terrible.
get down to this. You get down to this currency. And yes, there's a deal or two here.
I will say those laptops that might not be bad because those are really hard to come by.
No, fuck that. I mean, where you're at,
Broke.
where you're at, I could see you getting this currency a hell of a lot easier than me.
Yeah.
But with that being said, you get down to this first little like get one currency here, and yeah, I
There's the
mean,
Mark. Hold on, go down a little bit more. There's the Mark IIIs right there.
yeah,
10 for 220. 10 of the
that's
those.
a steal.
Yeah. That right there. The next one over to the right.
Right there, the biotechs.
Yeah.
Those are steals.
Yeah, no, those aren't bad at all. But I think if you go down, some of the numbers even get better.
So Nar just said that currency that we were talking about, this one right here, this one, said we don't get that currency. The vast majority of players cannot get that currency.
No, you have to hit the 130 million box to get that currency. That's where the Relic 8
So that's
comes in.
well, no, because we're about to get into that. I was gonna spoil it.
All bad.
I was gonna spoil it.
But hold on, look at some of that shit for that 50 of some of those pieces. I mean, granted, you already have a fuck ton of them, but
Yeah. But like stun cuffs. Like I've got gear. Getting gear is not an issue.
like look at that. What was that? Mark III. Hold on, the Mark III.
70 of them for 1,500.
Yeah.
I might actually do that right now. I've got fucking 8,000. I mean, that's not bad. That's
Dude,
that's three full Carbantes for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some of the shit for sale in here is legit.
I mean, shit. 1875.
Yeah, like I mean, it just takes forever to scroll through this
There you
store.
go. 125 of these things for 27.50.
But like, why wouldn't you buy them?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you buy that where you're at? Where at your GP, you know how many more of those you're going to need throughout the career of this game? Why would you not buy another 125 of those for that price tag?
Now, for me, the reason that I have not clicked it yet, I'm waiting. I want to see them have the change that they make to the store before I purchase it.
Dude, I don't think the prices on that are going to change. I think what's going to change is the amount of currency you get.
Now, and that's good. That's all fine and dandy. I mean, it's supposed to hit in like the next fucking couple days.
Well, yeah, I literally just got my payout for the latest raid just now, and we're not launching another one until this update hits.
Yeah.
But that's no bad. Like I'm still gonna go through the store and buy shit I need. But we're not launching one until the new reward structure comes out. Which, by the way, that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Isn't that pretty good of CG to realize out of the gate there's a problem and we need to fix it. I mean, that was a quick fix. I mean, can we give him some credit for that? That doesn't seem unreasonable. I mean, they saw that there was a problem. There was a pretty decent outrage over what the rewards were. And they looked at it and went, okay, we're going to fix it.
So,
And speaking of that fix,
I've got a low hanging fruit problem right now.
oh, what do you got?
So I'm almost done with Second Sister, right? She'll be Relic 0.
Yeah.
I have 10 of these. I need 30 more. 600 crystals. And I get 20.
And you're sitting on how many crystals?
5,300.
Buy it and stop your bitching.
Well, there's a reason that I have not spent any crystals lately.
Why?
Because the Executor event is 6 days out. That gives me 6 days to get a little bit more crystal stockpile up so that I can get my Executor to 6 stars.
Oh, yeah, 600. Yeah, all right. All right.
So if I burn 1,400 or 1,300 crystals right now, that drops me to 4,000. So I have 6 days to get back up to 6,000 crystals.
All right, let me ask you this. Are you going to get your Executor to 7-star?
Not off of this event, no.
Then buy that gear.
Why?
Because really, your crystal income, unless you get that ship to 7-star, your crystal income is really not going to do that much of a drastic change.
Well, I mean,
If you
that's
feel
true.
like that 600 crystals is going to help your roster a little bit more for your Inquisitor farm, like, I mean, I feel like spend that. If
I
you're
mean,
not
I'll
getting your
finish.
Executor to 7-star, then buy that.
It's been 1,300 crystals now, or I will finish these in 2 days. That's, like I said, low hanging fruit. Like, you're showing me what I need and offering it to me, but I know that if I don't burn those crystals, I can finish this in 2 days.
What's your what's your star count on your Executor right now?
5 stars.
If you bought that, if you bought that gear, will you still get it to 6?
Ooh. I don't think so because I need. Last time I checked, I'm gonna need 6,000 crystals. Last I checked, I'm gonna need 6,000 crystals. So I automatically get 10, which takes me to 25, and
Yeah.
I need 60 more, which would be
At 999 apiece.
Yeah. So I need 6,000 to hit 6 stars.
Then don't spend it. Get your Executor to 6. I was gonna say if you had 6 in the bag but you weren't getting 7 and you had the surplus, buy that gear. But if you buying that gear doesn't get it to the next star tier, then don't do it.
Fair.
Get the ship to the next star level.
Fair.
That's what I would do.
Nar. Yeah, I usually get like 20 of those in 2 days. Like that's why I said I can most likely finish Second Sister in 2 days with her gear requirements, and she'll be Relic 0.
So we visited the store. There's some good stuff in there. We did mention. I do like the immediate feedback that CG did. They did realize a problem. My only thing with that is let me pull that up because they did address the gear issue because it was, let's be honest, people were losing shit.
They
It wasn't
moved
good.
Mark 3s, Mark 2s, and Mark 1s closer to the beginning of the chest, the starting chest that you go through in the raids. They did that so that you could benefit by getting more of them earlier. That way, everybody gets a decent number of them, and you don't like your guild does not have to fucking blow this crate dragon shit out of the water.
Yeah, reducing the total amount of points required to reach many of the guild reward boxes early in the track. I'll be moving Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 tokens towards the front of the guild reward track with larger amounts of the total quantities available within the first 3 guild reward boxes. Most notably, Mark 3 will be able to be earned starting from the first guild reward box. So they're making some tweaks.
I'm sorry. AC, you can give them credit, but to not see it before launch, that's like backing over my dog, waiting until you drive home to see it dead in the driveway, then coming to apologize to me.
And you know what? Let me comment on that. And I think Ranger would actually agree that there's no testing. I think you're dealing with a company that works on this game, and I don't think any of them actually play it. Like I hold on, they play it, but they don't play it the way we do. We play this game in such a different way that developers will. Developers will look at game mechanics, how are things working, adaptability, whether things have synergy. They're looking at mechanics. We play it as okay, we look at those things, but we also look at income economy. What what aspect of the game can we focus on that is going to progress us the most to meet our current goals, whether it's Inquisitors, Hut Cartel, any legend we may be working on. We know the cadence of gear and what we get and what we can achieve every week to every month, sometimes to every day. That being said, when you have developers that aren't grinding the way that the player base is for gear, resources, they're not seeing what we're seeing, which is why whoever, in my opinion, whoever developed this reward system is not doesn't have boots on ground when it comes to how this game is really played, which is resource management. They're
But
more focused on, oh shit, is this working as intended? Is this ability working? They're not looking at the long term effects of what gear changes mean for the economy of this game.
but at the same time, I mean, using that same logic, they don't have to because majority of the people that are top tier, tip of the spear in this game are whales. And they're just burning through money. So they don't have to think resource management. It's get out the new hot and shiny so that they will throw money at us so that we can give them another hot and shiny.
But in a way, every now and again, they do look at that. Because if you look at the accelerated drops for certain gear, like honestly, Kane, the purple gear, are a lot of us really sweating a lot of that as much as we used to?
No.
They have alleviated some symptoms of progression or some symptoms of progression roadblocks like Carbantes, stun guns, stun cuffs, or the squirt guns. They've eased the tension on some of that shit. So it's not like they're totally out of touch, but for this raid, they it's like they were I have to say it's like it's not even they were trying to pull a fast one because that was blatant. That was blatant. That was like blatantly bad. Like that was so bad the motherfucker fell asleep in the getaway car after the crew robbed the bank.
I mean, even so, like Nar said, you know, none of what they're doing helps most guilds that can't earn those chests anyway. And they need to excuse me, they need to continue with the nerfed old raids. And then AC continues it. You know, you're 100% right. It was clear they thought this raid was good for us and expected us to be excited legitimately. The fact that they had no clue is odd. I will give them credit for eating crow immediately.
I don't think that's odd, though. I don't. I think these guys are working on game mechanics, synergies, and character kits. There is nobody really looking at the numbers over a long sample size of time of what rewards are going to mean to the community of this game. Because you can't just be like, okay, here's the game, here's an account, what do you need? Dude, that's not an appropriate sample size. You need somebody that's been playing this game for a hot minute that knows what gear they need, when they need it, and the kind of influx of rewards that it's just it's that's something I don't think CG does. They don't have someone that's really looking at the the trends, the averages, the drop rates, what people need to progress. They're not looking at those numbers. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the krakens, the whales, or even some lower whales. They buy their shit. Like, like, okay, like me. We buy a lot of that shit. We get it done. But
But
for
here's
people that, maybe spend 20, 30, $40 a month, maybe for a little pack here and there, if people are there, you go, there's your raid rewards. If people are accustomed to a certain set of rewards in a cadence where it's, they get certain rewards at a certain time to keep their progression going, you're now running one raid instead of how many a week?
well, yeah, I mean,
So if the rewards aren't the same, people are losing shit. Mathematically,
yes.
people are losing shit. And like you, for instance, look what you just got. Did you get any of the material that you need for Relic 8?
Nope.
No, because you didn't hit the 130 million box.
Which I actually think that we did rather good. Like we broke 100 mil. We broke 100 mil. I think we did good for a lot of us don't have everything that we need to run this raid.
No, I think you did really well. You broke 100 million. I mean, that those aren't too shabby rewards. That'll buy you some shit. That's
Oh
not
yeah.
bad.
But what I wanted to touch on that topic though. So this is they had the beta program. Okay, I know that this is like we're not supposed to talk about like you know Great White
I don't
Buffalo.
know. We're not. I mean, were you in it?
No, no, I'm
I
just
was.
saying. I'm just saying
I
we're
was.
not we're not supposed to talk about it. It's referred to as the Great White Buffalo, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at because I didn't whisper it. But with that being said,
I don't give.
you've got the beta program,
I don't give.
and they just kept it's somebody kept leaking shit. That's all that I've been able to gather. They just kept leaking shit and leaking shit and leaking shit, so they did away with the beta program. They never brought any testers in to actually give it a player based test. When they didn't player based test it, they just throw it out there. And we are now their free beta testers. Every single thing that they release, we are the beta testers for. We test it out. The whales in this game are going to 7-star it and relic it instantaneously, and you're gonna get to test it. But why do they keep doing it? And I made this realization while you were going through everything.
It's cheap.
Exactly. Why in the fuck am I gonna put together a beta program to have it tested before I roll it out? Now I have to pay somebody to oversee this program and make sure that nobody does this. I'm out more money. Well, I can
So
always hire testers. Well, fuck me, I'm out even more money. Why not just say fuck it, don't test it, throw it out there to the public, let them fucking test it, And if they don't like it, I can tweak it. Now
And that,
I'm
and that's
making money
where,
off a shit
yep.
product. I'm making money off of a shit product.
Well, hold on.
Letting
Good
it
product.
stir.
The rewards are shit.
I'm
The
just
product is
saying,
good. The rewards are shit.
I'm making money off of a newly released, untested shit product. I'm letting it stir around, letting it fermate, getting my player base, rage
Okay.
in. And now I'm going to spend the money, a fraction of
Sure,
the money
please.
that I just fucking made off my free beta testing and fix it and throw it out there. And now
Oh,
all these
shit.
people that paid me are pissed off because I nerfed something. All these people that didn't pay me yet are happy because now they can pay me. And all of my free to play players are like, well, fuck me, right? But I don't care because they're not throwing me money.
Well,
Boom. I just gave you a multi-million-dollar corporational idea right there.
well,
Fuck them.
here's a couple of things. Here's a couple of things that they did that honestly, please chat. Let me know if I'm off base, but I don't think any of this is a surprise. Um,
No, they opened the floodgates, said fuck them.
to,
That's
to be
why.
honest, well, no, to be honest, it could have been a lot worse. We could have been dealing with an event that was ridiculously bugged. It actually is bugged, but to our favor because the BAM lead is outstanding.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Shh.
but
Hey, shh. That's a great white buffalo. Shut up.
that's getting fixed.
That,
That's
that,
getting fixed.
shh.
They're already tracking it. That's
Shh.
gonna be but in terms of gameplay, it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Now, the rewards really, I mean, if if any of this is a shock to you, then shame on you. Really. Did you really think that they were going to hit it out of that? Why do you think last week I said I'm reserving judgment till I'm letting some of the dust settle? I'm not saying shit until we get some time with this,
But
and it wasn't good.
you still haven't, but that's the thing. You still haven't said shit. And they were so quick to fix this fuck up. That's my point. That's my
Well,
point.
here's
Like
the other
they
thing
put a lot of faith in this, and everybody is fucking pissed.
all right.
Everybody is
Well,
voicing their opinion.
they're going to restructure some shit. My issue is they for you to really progress and take advantage of this raid, you have to hit the 130 million bucks. You have to hit that.
Right now, yes.
That is the goal for every guild. If you're not hitting 130 million, then you need to stick with the Sith raid.
As of right now, yes. When the new fucking thing comes around,
yeah,
they shortened it. It's no longer 130 million.
But again, those arrow magnifiers, you're not going to get that material to buy that shit if you want to put tunes to Relic 8. And again, it's a bit of a paywall, but did you expect anything less?
Absolutely fucking not.
I don't see why any of this is a big shock.
Was it these?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get that shit. We ain't gonna get that shit.
Well, the good thing is you're sitting on a lot of it.
That's because I have one or two. I have two fucking Relic 8 tunes.
Well, for you right now, Relic 8 is not something you need to focus on. Getting stuff to Relic 5 and Relic 7 is what you need to focus on.
I mean, that's where a lot of
Relic
my relics
Relic
are.
8 right now is like to you, Relic 8 is a luxury, the same way that to me right now, Relic 9 is a luxury. Like the materials for Relic 9, and it's not just the droid brains. Like droid brains, I have a shitload of. The arrow magnifiers, I have a shitload of. It's it's the signal data and the Zimbido cards and all the other shit you need. That gets expensive. From 8 to 9, that is an investment. That's a lot. Now, did they say in the update that your guild is not going to have to hit the 130 million mark to get arrow magnifiers? They're reducing that. Is that what you said?
Shit. Let me fucking shit. I'm trying to get to the update because I was reading it
I
earlier.
want to bring that up because I don't know if that's true.
I'm bringing it up right now because I was looking at it fucking earlier. I was indisposed and not able.
Good. I will be right back because the old man needs a refill. You look that up, talk to the public, but I don't know how true that is. But if it's not, I have some thoughts on that. Oh, and I definitely have some resources that I looked up that are really good for that.
I'm looking at it right now. We're writing the update upon release, and through player feedback, we realized the initial attempt at the update economy was not landing where we wanted it to. No shit. But they did apologize, so we'll give them a little bit of slack on that. We know how hard everyone works to get where they are and to maintain their rosters. Needless to say, this wasn't ideal. I mean, at least they called themselves on that one. We'll give it to them. We're committed to making the raid economy better, and we're working on a number of changes that we believe will improve your experience. Let's see here. Let's see. You're making a series of changes that target improving the value players can get earlier in the reward milestone tracks. We will be moving Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3 tokens towards the front of the guild reward track. The larger amounts of the total quantities available within the first 3 guild reward boxes. Most notably, Mark 3 will be able to be earned starting from the first guild reward box. We will be reducing the total amount of points required to reach many of the guild reward boxes early in the track. So that's what I was referring to. So it may still be 130 million, but they're going to reduce what's needed per box at the beginning. So eventually you're going to hit that threshold where it's the same that it was, but you get to start off getting more shit. So we'll give them that one. Mark 4 is out and back to, and Mark 8 Biotech have been added to the guild store for Mark 1 raid tokens. The guild store will be reorganized to make it easier for players to find what they're looking for. Which,
thank God, because that sucks.
I'm pretty sure that they're going to break it down into just the different currencies. The initial changes will go live Wednesday, May 10th, which is tomorrow, during our regularly scheduled update.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also where they say if you started the raid before the update, hey, get fucked. You're getting the old reward shit. And I mean, like they might as well have said that. Because if you start a raid before the update, you will be locked into the old reward structure for that raid. To receive the new raid structure, you must start a raid after the update on Wednesday. That whole sentence, or two sentences, they could have summed up. If you start a raid before the update, you're fucked.
And get fucked.
Yeah. So no, you may, I don't know if you caught it. We will be reducing the total amount of points required to reach many of the guild reward boxes early in the track. So they're not reducing it, they're just reducing the amount for the boxes.
But is that individual or guild wide?
Now, it doesn't say that.
Thank you.
But at the same time, many of the guild reward boxes. So right. that would be guild wide. That would be the big ones.
They may ease up some of that a little bit. All right.
But yeah, If you started one of the raids before the update, get fucked.
Yeah, you're getting fucked.
Play it tomorrow.
Yep, you're fucked. So if they do lower that, I will say one of our guests that we've had on before, the one and only Zareth, actually just put out a really good video on how guilds can hit the 130 mil as a guild. You know, obviously between Jawas, Hut, Mandos, Old Republic, um, basically everybody in your guild. If you want to hit the 130 million bucks, that like out of his entire video, I think the one thing everybody should shoot for, and this is the most important piece of information. Regardless of what you're farming, if you can hit on the average 2.6 million, if everybody in the guild can hit that, then you'll hit the 130 million crate. Now, granted, not everybody is going to be able to hit that 2.6 million, but take into consideration that in every guild, you have those that are maybe more of a spender than you are an overachiever. Maybe you have 10, 12 players that hit 4 million plus in your guild for that raid. Then just do the math and figure out what everyone else is hitting and then hit what you need to hit so that that average is met throughout the 50 members of your guild. That sounds like a lot of fucking unnecessary work. I get it, math. But I'm telling you, he's right. I I watched Zareth's video and I did a little bit of math. Yeah, about 2.6 mil average is what you need. But again, that doesn't pertain to you. You will have players that will do a lot more than that. So you need to figure out in what guild you are. What is it that you need to hit that mark if you want the 130 million crate? Now, after the update, if they lower that, then readjust. But I think for this raid, I think this raid is really doable for a lot of guilds, but I think it has to be done right. And yeah, I think some people may need to tool around their farming strategy because if they really if CG
Be right
actually
back, old man. Give me a second.
did we freeze?
No. We didn't freeze. We're good. I am.
You gotta go take a piss.
Yes.
Okay.
I will be right back.
See, I left to go get a drink. He left to go relieve a drink. So that's how that worked. No, honestly, and again, I I do try to math things out from time because I mean, resource management game gear you get compared to what you need, how long will it take? You can average that out. There's, you know, ways you can figure it out. Um that's it. I really don't think 130 million is going to be hard for a lot of guilds considering how many people play this game. Not saying it's going to be easy. I'm going to say it's going to take some work, but it is attainable. You may have to change some of your planned farms. I mean, I know a lot of people they crammed inquisitors down our throat and a lot of people didn't do it. Well, Inquisitors suck. Well, now they're fucking amazing. Tuscans, some people, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I was that guy. I was that guy that initially looked at Tuscans and went, I can wait. And now I'm going, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. So now and you know what? Again, I think, you know, we've had him on the show too. I think Pico said that. Hey, people that working on your Tuscans, you should do that. And here I am going, I should have worked on my fucking Tuscans.
I apologize. I could not keep that piece contained.
Did you just say aspergas or asparagus? What did you just say?
Asparagus.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. No, I was telling everybody that the 130 will take some work. Um, your guild is really going to have to come up with a plan. I think if you're on a guild that has a good Discord structure where members are talking, officers are coordinating, I think it's possible. I don't think 130 is that horrid. It's rough, it's tough. But and if you're not getting 130, then stick to the Sith raid for now and get max rewards for that until you feel like you're gonna hit the 130 on the new one.
Fair.
I
Fair. I
am
don't.
looking forward. I am looking forward to getting my Tuscans up to speed and working with this raid. Though I'm not gonna lie. So it is.
I feel that. I feel that.
So it is 10:49. So let's hit up GAC real quick. How did we do? What did we learn? Did we learn anything? And Kane, let's start with you, brother. Um, Last round of 3v3. How did you do? What's your record on the season? What did you learn and what are you going to change?
Um, Go ahead. I'm doing something, and I'm trying something a little different for us for tonight, because we're always reading these comments and questions, and I don't think that's fair. Nor do I think that these guys put these dissertations on here. They deserve to be recognized. So I'm doing a little bit of background work right now while you go through yours.
I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about right now.
You'll see. It's a C prize.
It's a C prize?
It's a C prize.
Okay. All right. So I was not expecting that. I was not prepared for this one. All right. So I'm going first. All right. So I'm just kind of hitting up my GAC history real quick.
I mean, I'm done if you
Uh,
want me to
no,
do
no, I'm good. I'm good.
it.
So far, I am 5-1. I've gone 5-1. I did a clean sweep the first 3 rounds. I went 2-1 this last one. I've what I've learned in this GAC is that Ray is becoming a liability on defense.
Really?
Um, yeah, no, with the latest set of Datacrons really focusing on unaligned force users. Dude, that Mara Jade Datacron is doom for Ray. It's just absolute doom. I have it. I've been using it because I put my Mara Jade to Relic 7, and it's Ray teams are not even. It's too easy.
Fair.
Even if the opponent has a Relic Cal Kestis, not even it's not even close. That's definitely I'm definitely gonna have to change that. Um, I've discovered that Admiral Trench is Wampa food. That's not good. So don't put if you have Admiral Trench, don't put him on defense. That's not working out too well.
Really?
Yeah, no. Admiral Trench with Watt or not no, not Watt. Newt Gunray and Jango Fett is complete Wampa food. Well,
Wow. So it's another Mothma on our hands. Did you freeze? Did you lose all self control? Uh-oh. I may be broadcasting alone. Ah, shit.
Admiral
Oh,
Trench is
wait,
not.
wait. He's back. He's back.
Who's back?
We lost you. You froze up. Dark. Even Dark Nara said Wampa got him.
Oh shit, I froze up. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, you froze completely, bud.
So no, Admiral Trench was definitely Wampa food.
So we're dealing with another Mothma team.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
actually gotten some holds with. What the fuck's her name? Hold on, give me a second. Well,
Jester of Death said the Jawas are working on stealing your router so they can sell it back to you.
yeah, no shit. They probably will too. The cheap bastards. Fucking little hooded fucks. They're like midget Jedi's, but they stun you
Mary,
and then rock your shit.
it's Mary J says I think Trench got him for bad mouth and Trench.
No, Kiara with L. What the fuck's that droid's name?
Chapo.
L337 and my Enfreeze Nescron. I don't know what it is, but it seems like every other match I'm getting a hold. Secondaries are decent armor and a couple other secondary stats. That's been holding pretty well, but I'm 5-1, man. I've got no complaints. I'm sitting comfortably still in Kyber 1, which is shocking because it's still shrinking, and I'm still there, and I'm about to unlock Third Sister in the next event and bring her right to Relic 8 with Zetas and Omicron. So I'm
Oh, yeah.
in solid shape. Eventually I'll stream my GAC at some point when I decide to not be lazy and not be a cheap old fuck and buy a better computer. But until then, I'm just going to tell you how well I'm doing. And if you don't believe me, look me up on swigo.gg and look at my record. And if you really didn't believe me, then go fuck yourself because I don't lie. So there it is.
Well, my record is not quite that good. I'm 4-2. I'm 4-2.
Dude, that is respectable.
Well, no, I'm 4-2. The first 3 rounds, I lost the first 2 and I won the last one. And this set of threes, I swept. I went 3-0. And that's saying that's saying something. That's saying something. I went up against an 8.4 million account and beat him. But
3-0 is nice. Aren't those rewards after a clean sweep? Aren't those nice?
oh yeah, that's a grand in crystals.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, the like I posted it in the Discord that that 8.4 mil had like attacked, got 10 points so that they could get their crystal income and just sat back. But I won that one. And then I went up against a 5, I think it was a 5.8 mil. So it only had me by like 3K. But my Treya, Savage, and Nihilus got 5 holds.
What team was that?
That my Treya, Savage, and Nihilus got 5 holds. None of them are relic. None of them are relic. I got 5 holds, and they were all still at full health. Yes, yes, sir. So like I listened to you through the first round, and I took my Treya off defense, and I got my shit pushed in, and I only won one of the 3.
We talked about this because I still wasn't understanding why you had Trey on D. Like Trey eats so much shit.
But I put the Omicron on Treya, I put the Omicron on Savage, and I got Treya at gear 12. I've got Savage at gear 11. I've got Nihilus at gear 11. I stuck them on defense in front of my ships. I just wanted to see if they would get a hold. They got 5 of them, and dude could not put a dent in them.
And this was your Savage.
Yeah, no, this was all 3 of them. Savage, Treya, and Nihilus did not take any damage. all in all, the last round, which I thought that I might lose, my Treya got 5 holds. My shit. My Geo's got 2 holds. My my droids, Magma, Droidica, and B1 got 4 holds. I got a shitload of holds in the last game, and I won by like 200 banners.
Well, I will say for my last match, the most interesting match I had in this last week was the last one. I told you about this. And we've talked about this in a previous show, and you called me a dick, and I don't give a shit. I'm cool with that.
It still stands.
I know. I wait. GAC starts. I don't play that first night. If my opponent out of the gate goes ape shit, and I notice before I go to bed he's done everything he can do, I might do something. But I wait. If my opponent doesn't do anything, I don't touch GAC that first night. I go to bed. I wake up, get ready for work. I check my GAC. And more often than not, my opponent has done something. And then I plan accordingly.
Here,
This last one was a little different.
here
Went to
comes
bed,
the dick
woke up.
move.
Yep. Went to bed, woke up. He didn't do anything. Okay. Go to work. Start my day. Working. Take a minute. Okay. Check my phone. Check GAC. This is like 11 o'clock in the morning. Still hasn't done anything yet. All right. Well, motherfucker's tenacious. So we're gonna sit. We're gonna wait. We'll play the waiting game. All right. You wanna do this? We'll do it. I take my lunch at 12:30. I get an hour. I live 6 minutes from work. I go home. I eat. Check my phone. Still hasn't done shit. Wow. All right. Go back to work. Work for a little bit. Check my phone around 3:30. Still nothing. Now at 3:30, I've got until 5 till the match ends.
You said, here
And
comes the
neither
dick
one of
move.
and neither one now, but hold on. It's a dick move on both players.
It
Because neither
is.
one of us have
It
done
is.
shit. So it's not just me.
It is.
And by the way, this guy was about 300K higher than me, which isn't a lot really in the grand scheme of things. But he had a higher GP than me. He had better mods, had more Zetas, didn't have me in Datacrons. That's yeah, but
Hey.
I go eight. I go eight with Datacrons. It's rare if somebody has more Datacrons than me.
You see, you said, hey, I'm not the only dick in this story.
Right. I'm not. No, I'm sorry. I will admit my dickheadedness all day, every day. But this dude was the same. Now, I get out of work
Dick
at 4
move.
o'clock every day. I work 8 to 4 every day. 4 o'clock Eastern, there's 1 hour left in GAC. I go home. I get home at about 4:07, 4:08. Take off my shoes, go upstairs. The missus works from home, chat with her for a minute, go downstairs, grab a clean glass, pour a splash of bourbon for the end of the day, sit on my couch, turn on a sports show on ESPN or Fox Sports and what the fuck's going on in the sports world. And then I check my GAC. At this point, it is 4:20, 4:25. I've got till 5 o'clock to check GAC. I look, he's hit something. He hit a team, and I go, "Oh shit, it's on." So, dude, at that point, it's a speed run. It's pretty much a speed GAC run, and the only reason, I knew at that point, whoever fucks up first is going to win this match. And you know what he fucked up on? Seer, Cal Kestis, and Kylo Ren on Mast with the Seer Omicron on GAC. I got a hold.
Dick move.
That's the only. He got the jump start. He started before me, but he failed one, and that gave me an opportunity to get ahead of him.
Dick move.
And then we were both going back and forth, match for match, back and forth, and then finally, I beat him by like 40 banners because I got one more match out of him before he got me.
Dick move.
How is that a dick move?
Because both of you waited to the last half hour of GAC waiting for the chance. Like, okay, let me fuck this guy up after he attacks me. Both of you were waiting on the dick move, and it wound up being both of you pulling a dick move.
Because I feel like the both of us fall under the philosophy of we feel we have a tactical advantage to going second. I've said that before on this show. I believe that. I believe if your opponent goes first, now if your opponent fully clears you, then it is what it is. You've got to do what you do. But if your opponent attacks you and fucks up somewhere and doesn't clear you, that opens so many more possibilities because all you have to do is beat him on banners.
And that's 100% true. That is 100% true. Still, it's a dick move.
Yeah, but I'm 5-1, and that's what I do, and I don't give a fuck.
And see, I don't pull a dick move, and I'm 4-2. You got one more win than I do.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell you the best part. I got promoted.
Oh.
I went 3-0. I went 3-0, and I got promoted. I'm in Chromium 1 now.
Oh, you celebrity status motherfucker.
And the best part, my first opponent is the damn near same exact GP as me and has 1 GL, and it is Jedi Master Luke.
Dude, I just messaged a player today. Somebody that's in my shard for this GAC is also somebody I have talked to that's in my ship shard. I was like, holy fuck, dude. We're in GAC together. We're not matched up yet, but it could happen.
You gonna learn today.
I know. Some people think that's a dick move, but the other thing is,
fuck them.
That's why. Also the time that that's also the time I can do GAC. That's
no. You got this CG mentality. Cause fuck them. That's why.
Fine. That's the mentality. Fuck them.
Fuck them. That's why.
Let's go to viewer comments and questions because I know we got quite a few. Now let's wrap this shit up.
So I spiffed this up for you this time. Are you watching?
Oh yeah, I guess I am. What?
I spiffed this up for us.
You.
I spiffed it up. So now
is this where the money from subscriptions is going? So we can now like put up pretty responses.
No. I've had this idea for a while now. I just hadn't done it, and I figure fuck it, right? I might as well throw some more shit out there. Like let me throw as much as I possibly can into this, and like this was relatively easy. But for tonight's comments and questions, like I said, everybody gets to see the actual comments and questions.
Oh, indeed. So what do we got?
So the question that we asked everybody was, are the rewards trash, or is there more here for all of us to consider? Should mid-game players farm teams for this raid? Give us feedback. Let's see. Steel Eye and CG has spoken. Updates aplenty. Be sure not to rerun the raid before the Wednesday update. Now, this was yesterday at 8 p.m. My guild did not get that memo. So CG said, fuck them. That's why. TK, the raid is very fun. I really
No,
like it.
you said get fucked. That's what they said.
Yeah, because get fucked. That's why. Uh, TK, the raid is very fun. I really like it. I'm not sure what I did during double drops other than a shit ton of refreshes. But I somehow added over 100 kgp. Good fucking cut.
100 kgp.
100 GP. Good fucking cut, dude.
How many crystals did he spend?
Um, I got L3 and Tuscan Warrior to 7 star, as well as Cal to 67 of 85 from Cantina.
A lot of people were hammering away at Cal Kestis.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Which, real quick, was that? Do you think that was smart for me to wail out on Cal and get that out of the way, and then bang double drops was just for me to work on other shit?
Yes, yes, and no. I mean, yes, because there was no way of us knowing that they were gonna drop Cal like that to be farmable that fucking quick.
And not in Cantina Energy either.
Yes, like I said, that took everybody by surprise.
I don't know. In a way, I feel like I kind of got robbed. Like I probably could have focused a lot of him down and saved some money, but whatever.
It could have went either way.
It is what it is.
Uh,
I wailed out for it. I have no regrets. Fuck it.
Put a lot of gear into Tuscans and Relic Mall. Got a couple more Jobber Rex to gear 12. It was a good 4 days. Bodie. So CG admitted they screwed the pooch. They screwed the pooch with raid rewards. Whilst they should be applauded for remodeling them so quickly, they still deserve a major ration of shit for missing the mark so badly the first time. They employ people whose only job is to look at the gear economy, where they just asleep at the wheel.
And what did I say earlier in the show?
Exactly. I'm telling you, they fired those fuckers, and now we do it for free.
Exactly.
Avant. CG really dropped the ball with the initial raid reward system of the crate raid. The first loot box for the crate should reward better rewards than any other raid. And I agree. I agree with that because it's the new shiny. The first crate should reward more than any of the other raids. Very similar to the way CG scaled rewards for easy, normal, and hard modes for Conquest. He makes a very valid point there. Okay. I am impressed that they came back this quickly and talked about their mistake and the upcoming fixes.
Yes, I think that actually needs to be talked about more because we've had gripes, bitches, complaints, concerns, and have been very vexed about other shit in this game, and it's taken them forever.
Yes, and they did this one before, right after everybody finished the first run.
Yeah, because when they're funded so much money to work on a new mode on this game that's going to take them long, and the investors go, well, where the hell is the interaction? Why aren't people spending money on this? No one's going to want to do this raid if the rewards are shit.
I mean, that's true. He goes on to say the raid itself is really fun, the graphics are really cool, and the mechanics are interesting. I like that certain.
Yeah, I agree.
I like that certain factions get bonuses, and those bonuses scale with the difficulty multiplier level of the raid.
Indeed.
I am really looking forward to tackling the new content and actually picking what raid loot I want with my rewards. No more playing to RN Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me find out that that's an actual real thing. Double drops got me. Oh, holy shit! Good cut, dude. Double drops got me 4 Omicron mats. Well, 8 actually after the ×2.
Well, I got 2, so that means I got 6.
I used tremendous restraint and didn't farm Kestis shards. Stuck to my plan of only farming signal data during double drops. Good fucking cut, dude. That I know that had to take a lot.
You know, that's another thing I got to give CG. That was such a
dick move.
Yeah, it really was to throw Cal Kestis at that point because I'm sure that adjusted so many people's farms on what they wanted to do. Like, I will say, out of those 4 days, I spent 1 day, um, farming for the Tuscan Warrior. 1 day. Because knowing that I bought a complete vault of crystals, I knew I would have enough left over that I could buy some of the rest of the shards I needed to finish him out to 7-star. But them putting Cal Kestis in there in Cantina, that man, I hope those people that adjusted their farm for him made sure they had enough signal data in the bank.
So here,
Because other than 1 day, I totally exploited the fuck out of double drops for signal data.
here's my problem with this. They, and I bet a lot of people didn't look at this until after. And if you did, kudos to you.
Kudos.
They dropped Cal during double drops. Just before double drops, they announced that they're gonna make him farmable. Okay, hey, we got the new Jedi Survivor Hero Journey coming up. You have to get all these characters to 7-star gear 12. Yay! Let's start doing it. Let's knock it the fuck out now. One problem: if you ain't paying, you still got four. You still got 4 more tunes that ain't fucking farmable. That ain't gonna do a damn bit of good.
But the other thing is, another reason why I think they did that is, again, they're not dumb. I think they've realized how popular Cal Kestis is, especially in unaligned force users and especially Ray teams, and
Exactly.
how wanted this character is in relics. And if you if you can exploit the fact of double drops and do some damage in getting this character unlocked, it's going to make Seer that much easier to acquire, who's also really damn good in GAC.
Exactly.
And but then there's the other tunes that we're just kind of meh about. Like Marin is pretty good. Tarful, meh. I'm kind of meh about Tarful. And to be perfectly honest, I was gonna save. You know what? I'll save this for the old man rant because I'm pissed. So go on with the rest of
So
the
these
conversation.
last two are the ones that I've really been waiting on. Ultimate Crafting Way. The raid rewards were a damn abomination in their first iteration. I'm a
You
little
said
im-
abomination.
I'm a little impressed with how quickly they turned around and tried to fix things, but it really was a huge ball drop on their end from the beginning. Going to have to see exactly what the rewards look like after the patch to decide how it all compares. Should mid game players farm teams for the raid? Yeah, I think they should if they want to get R8 max. I think most people, 4 to 5 mil plus, should be working on Inquisitors for Riva and
Hey,
Jabba for Crate, as well as the Smugglers Run too.
yep.
Mandalorians is another solid team people should work towards for both the raid and their own roster. I don't know about rushing out to Relic Tuscans and the rest of them. That really comes down to where a person's guild falls in terms of rewards. Guilds are going to have to look at which teams are going to yield the most results with the least effort and time it takes to gear them, and push their members to grab some of those teams to push into the next rewards tier. Now, I agree with that. The new additions to my collection are Second and Seventh Sister being ready for Grand Inquisitor, as well as the other Inquisitors now at 7-star and climbing in gear. Good fucking cut, dude. That's what I'm doing, and it's a fucking grind. 50 shards away from the Sith Bomber, 150 away from Sith Fighter. I sliced up damn near half a dozen Tunes mods that I've been meaning to get going. Spent a few hundred attenuators and got a bunch of new 20 plus speed mods. Overall, a really good double drop haul for me. Spent probably 20k crystals combined between my two accounts on 50 and 100 refreshes for every day and refreshing nodes. I still have a good chunk left to sustain myself with, especially after GAC and TB ending.
Damn.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, good fucking cut.
Yeah, no, that was then he used his resources very wisely for double drops, and good for him. He's working on Inquisitors, and yeah, no, it's outstanding.
And the final one, which I wish I
And
could move up so that everybody could read it.
just this evening. This was just, and I think this is Bodie's comment on the adjustments they made for the raid.
Yes, and I knew I could count on Bodie.
We can always count on Bodie.
So they have moved a huge chunk of the rewards from individual to guild track. Those remove the incentive for slackers to hit the raid and means it will be harder to push for higher rewards. Additionally, removing the 234 million box, so now you jump from 130 million to 265 million, seems dumb as fuck. This will again remove motivation as people won't see marginal improvements.
If that's what they're doing, yeah, I'll have to admit, you remove the
And
234 box, it goes to 265. That's
anybody can go and fact check it about 95% of the time. Bodie is on fucking point with the shit that he puts
yeah,
out.
and they removed a lot of the huge chunk of rewards from individual to guild track. That's
That just means that you're gonna get it earlier in the guild rewards and you're not gonna
those
get as much
removed.
individual.
Well, it should say that removes the incentive for slackers to hit the raid and means it will be harder to push for higher rewards.
Yeah, because now you just have to, like, if you're in a tip of the spear guild and you don't really like doing raids, you can just clear the first couple guild rewards and say, fuck it, I'm not pushing anymore.
Well, see, here's the other thing that's going to happen with this raid that I think a lot of other people need to take into account is that as time goes on, content creators, other people that deep dive into this game a hell of a lot more than we do, are going to come up with teams, methods, mod loadouts to where you're going to get to the point where you only have 5 factions. Through those 5 factions, you'll have, obviously every day you get more refreshes, but you'll be able to hit the raid more than 5 times. There's different team comps, there's some things, there's some leftovers, some things you can do, but it's gonna get to the point where this raid is going to be figured out, and then there's going to be certain teams and mod loadouts that everyone's going to use to get the max score for their guild, and it's going to become, like, I would say in another month, this raid's going to be figured out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the big controversy right now is the rewards and where guilds have to be to really take advantage of this new content. That's what it's going to come down to. But market, dude. A month. This raid's going to be unfucked. It's already well on its way. I mean, yeah, they're going to fix the Mando lead bug because of the endless turn meter. But other than that, Jabba's the best team for the raid. Yeah, they kind of nerfed, I guess, if that's what I heard, the Boosh Leia Omicron. That's why they refunded 10 of it, but it still helps. Um, some more work on Jawas needs to be done. There's some damn good comps for Old Republic. A lot of people have Old Republic.
Yeah.
So the community is already doing what the community does. That's what's great about the community, especially other content creators. They play this game. And what are you fucking cackling about over there? What are you chuckling on? What did I do?
No. Continue.
You're what?
I'm just thinking about a previous episode where you were hammered on stream.
Which one? There's been a few.
whenever we had Pico Burrito and Celiac Sarah on from the H&N.
Yeah, I may have had a little too much grog.
Yeah, that night every time you would say community, you would say community, community, and
All right,
I'm a
so for
fucking dying
community,
here.
because I'm not nearly as hammered as I was for that episode. Hey, man, you know what? Fuck everybody. I do this once a week. Come up here and get half in the bag on a day and talk about a game I love to play. And I'm a poet and didn't know it. I don't give a fuck.
Because get fucked. That's
That's
why.
right. That's it. That's it too. No,
Old man Logan, the new advocate for CG.
I'm not a CG apologist. How many times have I come on the show and bitch about something they've done? I'm just saying, I don't, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this is as big of a problem as people are making it out to be. And fuck that too.
Get fucked. That's why.
On a different note, now that we've done all that, let's before we head off for the night, Kane, how is your Jedi Survivor stream been going?
Oh, good, good, good. A lot of people tuned in and watched me beat Ravis on Grandmaster. I was stuck on that shit for 2 fucking days. I haven't streamed the entire game, but I have streamed roughly close to 10 hours of it. And Jester of Death does get credit for my Ravis win. Uh, he was in the
Oh, I
chat with
helped you out.
yeah he was in the chat with me, and he kept calming me down to keep me from being bloodthirsty. And I wound up I finally beat Ravis. And I do I have a tendency to get bloodthirsty.
Oh, were you being that angry video game nerd?
No, it's just I would go bloodthirsty. Like I would hit him, and rather than sit back and wait, I would start unleashing a fury of all kinds of hell and high water. And then he would hit me, and it would take like 3/4 of my health, where I was just, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
And by the way, um, side note, if anybody wants to laugh their ass off and watch people play old retro video games, go check out Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube. That dude is hilarious.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out is his best rage.
No, I think the Jaws video game for the Nintendo was one of his best ones, or Ninja Gaiden.
That's a
'Cause
good one. That's a good
yeah,
one. I
that was a
still I
good
still
one.
like his Punch Out.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sandman. Fuck you.
So I know you've been playing that. I've been playing Survivor a little bit, not as much as I thought I was gonna. I haven't, and I actually started playing it. I was about to play it last night, and then every now and again I check the PlayStation Store, right? And I checked it out. And dude, did you see that package for all the old retro Final Fantasy games that they
Yes,
have?
yes, sir.
I picked up, and
Don't
you're gonna have to
don't.
help me. It used to be on the Super Nintendo. It was on the Super Nintendo. It was Final Fantasy 3.
So you bought the original Final Fantasy 6.
Yep, yep. And I started playing it, and they improved the graphics a little bit, the
Mm-hmm.
music, and it is like a whole. Oh my god! In fact, as soon as we get off this, I'm gonna make a bad decision and stay up for probably another 30-45 minutes and play a little bit more.
I've got the funds on the PlayStation right now. I'm waiting because I'm really interested in Diablo 4. Uh, but I've got the funds, and it's taken everything not to drop the funds on the bundle and just get all six.
Dude, Kefka was one of the greatest villains in Final Fantasy history.
Mm, up to the PlayStation, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but
Up to the PlayStation.
he was he was evil as fuck. He was twisted. Like he poisoned a city to kill the inhabitants to win. He was fucking brutal. Oh, I love that game. Oh my god. So, all right. Well, we've gotten to that. We've gotten to that point, man.
Yes,
So,
sir.
you're still going to be streaming Jedi Survivor. I haven't streamed anything in a hot minute. In fact, I don't think with work and everything that's going on, I don't think I'll actually be streaming anything probably till we get closer to Tekken. And I think the new Tekken I will definitely be streaming a little bit of, but other than that,
I'll
I'm
be.
leaving Jedi Survivor to you. I've caught some of your streams. You're doing an outstanding job, man. You're killing it. I'm not nearly as
I'm getting my ass handed to
well.
me.
I'm not nearly as far as you are, dude. I'm not even close. I'm having fun with it. It's interesting.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I'm not giving up on the game like a couple people I know. Um,
oh,
not gonna not gonna
let
drop
me
no
guess
names or
who
not gonna
those
drop no
people
names
are.
or nothing, but I haven't
Yeah,
completely given up like some other gamers that say it's a shit game because dodge doesn't work and neither does parry. And in my streams, you can see dodge works just fine, parry works just fine.
there's a couple of times dodge doesn't work, or the
If
hitbox
if you
is a little
dodge, and I made this argument to this individual, if
the
you
hitbox
dodge too
is a
soon,
little fucked up.
if you dodge too soon, and if you dodge too soon on an unblockable attack, they'll track you. If if you're not targeting, then yes, the hitboxes can be pretty fucked up, and your parry system it's hard to get the timing right, but once you have the timing down, you parry all fucking day.
No shit. Well, folks, I think that is all we've got for the old man's cantina. It's time to shut that doors. Shut the doors. Last call. Well, actually, no. I should have probably said last call about 20, 30 minutes ago. So, no, you're not getting another drink. So, fuck all you people. Or,
Get fucked. That's
yeah, get
why.
fucked. Like the raid reward. Get fucked. Like, if you joined the new raid before the update, then get fucked, noob. Um, you're done. You're gonna get a boatload of shit for the next one until the new boatload of shit that we all get, which will be great. We'll have something to talk about next Tuesday. Who knows? Maybe we'll have the new Cal kit. We didn't get a kit this week, but we still made it work. We got a full show in. Once again, thank you to all of us that listen to us endlessly rant and bitch and talk about this game. And thank you for supporting us and listening to us do this. I'm still trying to figure out why you do it, but you do it, and I appreciate it. But um, that's all I've got. Good night and good luck to everybody. Keep pressing on, man. Hollow tables, keep grinding, doing your thing, and Kane, take us out. End it.
As always, you guys is greatly appreciated. Thank you. We cannot thank you enough for the support that you guys have given. And make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, hit that
Like
little
and subscribe,
notification.
fucks.
Hit that little notification bell. That way you can catch us anytime we go live. Oh, as always, hop in the Discord to where you can shoot the shit with us at any time. Like we've said it a million times now, we love fucking talking with you guys, chatting, helping out where we can, and we also love feedback, ideas for the show, everything.
Stay off my
Uh,
lawn.
you can also catch us on all major podcast forums. Usually a day or two after we go live on Twitch. And you can also catch us on YouTube as well. Don't forget to hop over there. Just in case you miss us live, you can catch us there.
Fucking kids. There you go.
With that being said, old man, take us out.
That is it, everybody. Thank you once again so much for listening to us. We love all of you. And until the next time the cantina doors are open, good night and good luck. Everyone, have fun. The most important thing, have fun playing the game. Love you. Peace.